What is this, bro? Like, what is happening?
Everyone's fighting. Everyone hates each other.
Alright, so the newest drama in the lolcow universe, at least that I am willing to look into, of course, is with our girl, Amberlynn Reed. She has decided to go around and spout a bunch of things about her co-host, Tech Protect, forcing her to do an online BPD test on stream. The instance I'll start off with is she decided to go into another stream that I had never seen before. It was Lolcow Babe or Lolcow Babes or something like that. And she had hopped in there and was like, oh, he can't be trusted. He forced me to blah, blah, blah. And Tech hopped up there and he pulled up a screenshot that was in their Discord chat. And it was essentially him sending the screenshot of the thumbnail of the BPD test stream thing. He also sent her the test like beforehand, like he showed her the quiz questions. So she kind of like was briefed about this beforehand, and then all of this comes out. Oh, he forced me to do it, blah, 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 this and that. Whenever he tried to talk to her about it on Lolcow Babe, she did kind of leave, you know, as she does. Once she's actually challenged, I guess, she will, you know, she's known to dip.
And Nick Jonas, diabetes with the 10. Amber, this is actually so disgusting. Even for you lying on tech is despicable. Oh shit, hold on. Go get help.
Leaving, I can't do this anymore.
So weird how you come
She got her live!
Wait, I want to watch
she did
this.
literally
just now.
Yeah.
And then I posted the screenshot in the side chat. I saw her click her little fucking chubby finger on it to look at it.
And
She's
she
like,
left.
oops, no, the consequences to my actions. And dipped.
Okay, hold on. Like, yo, mom.
Amber, come back, girl. Come on. It's the internet. Yes,
Amber.
log in, Amber.
Amber.
You got that.
Oh, Amberlynn,
She
did
left.
you drag her? Did you just drag her?
I dragged her
Stop
in.
trying.
She left.
Stop
Oh,
trying to drag her,
diabolical.
babe.
He knows you can drag hosts in when they're the topic of conversation and they're in it.
Tech dragged you in because he, what did you want, Tech?
When you said just now that the moment you learned about the thumbnail was just here on Babes, and then I posted the picture of you seeing the picture yesterday. What was it? 12 hours? No. Must have been 8 hours before we went
I
live.
don't give a fuck about you anymore. I don't want to
You're a
talk to you
liar.
ever again. No, I
You're a
genuinely
liar.
do not want to talk to you ever again. Fupa, why did you leave?
I just feel like I'm in the middle of this.
You are. It's unfortunate.
You could. I understand you're in the middle of it, but you could just say the truth, and then like that's that.
I feel like I'm gonna hurt someone regardless of what I say, and it's just uncomfortable.
Honestly, Fupa, say your truth.
Agreed. You really should speak your truth.
Is this?
Okay, so when it came to the BPD thing, it was like minutes before the show, so we didn't have a lot of time. We were on air or whatever in the studio, and he said, "Hey, I had this BPD test. I want you to take it on air as a goal, whatever." And she goes, "No, I don't want to." And he goes, "Yes, you will. I want to show you the questions." But I don't think he meant it as like, "Yes, you will. Like, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do what I said." I think he was like, "Yeah, you will, bitch."
Sorry.
My thing that I don't understand is that me and Fupa are saying the exact same thing right now, but he hates me and not Fupa. This is all his clout chasing, is what he's doing, which is fine.
So,
Do you think I'd clout chase off you, Amberlynn Reed?
I'm just wondering why you don't hate Fupa, who's saying the exact same thing I'm saying.
Because I understand the manipulative position that you put her in, threatening her job live in front of thousands of people every fucking day. Obviously, I have no hate towards Fupa for saying that. She has to. Essentially, right? You've already shown that you're willing to pull the fucking plug and quit a show. That is the only show she has. The only difference is I'm able to stand up to you because I have another show. Right? I didn't have another show. The morals of what you're saying about me is irridiculous.
okay.
Fupa, Tech is calling you a liar right now. So crazy.
Fupa, do you feel that like you hold your words back for fear of your job here? Like, do you feel that if you say something wrong and Amberlynn decides that she no longer wants to work with you, that's it? Like that you're done and you're going to be fired?
Yeah, she's already done that when I talked about Tommy.
Okay.
And then they have their next lolcow bus stream. And so when this stream starts, Amber is nowhere to be found. Of course, they're like, oh, Amber quit, blah, blah, blah. It's the same bullshit every single time. So they're there talking smack about Amber. Amber is over on lolcow Alpha. And that's because Shitstar, like, thought that it would be this devious plan to, I don't know. I don't think like a capitalist, so I don't understand what he thought was gonna happen here, or like that he continues to believe that Amber is somebody that she's not.
Hey, huh?
Amber, we had a good plan to fuck Tech, to fuck Fupa. Why?
Why do I get brought into this? Why is it fuck Fupa?
I don't know. I thought she was mad at both of you.
I was on her side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amber said, you know, if you don't fucking agree with me, you're fired, Fupa. Let Tech be the one to fucking lose. So of course.
Never said that.
Oh, she doesn't have to say it.
But
Her
for
fucking
real, Amber,
waiting.
why don't we just stick to the plan? We had a good plan.
Because I was over there, and every 2 seconds he would drag me into here.
So?
Again, it was a situation where I kept saying no, and he kept pressuring me.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That makes sense.
That's what happened.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm not trying to trigger anything, but like that's the way you presented it, right? I kept saying no, but he kept.
That's what she said. That's what got me upset yesterday. Is because of the BPD test. I present, hey, should we do a BPD test for the stream? That way they can like stop dogging you for having it or not. She's like, oh, I don't want to. And I was like, do you want to look at the questions first? I show it to her. She frames it as I forced her to do something I didn't want to do. Tech, you already made the thumbnail and stuff. You were forcing me into it. You said you're gonna do it. Like I have any control over this fucking hog, dude. I don't have a fucking leash that long.
We would have beaten you if Amber would have stuck to my plan. Everyone would have been spamming. Amber's on Alpha. The bus audience would have been cut in half. Like it would have been a great show tonight. And instead, she's just like, whatever. I'm dragged here, so I'm just gonna engage here. And obviously, we can't let you guys know because that would be fake and gay.
But dude, they all think it's all fake and gay. They think this whole thing is like planned from the jump. That my beef with her was planned. That the fucking forcing her to do something was a planned thing. And that Zay was like, "Can you think?" Tech sweared on the life of his dying dad that it's the truth. Obviously, Tech hates his dad. Tech wants his dad dead. That's what we're getting from this because obviously it's fake. They said Keem probably orchestrated this whole thing.
I orchestrated.
They even said that the videos that we played about the noise complaint were faked.
I'll play him. I'll play him. They're fucking unedited.
I orchestrated her going to Alpha instead of Bus today. That's all I orchestrated.
So they had this plan. Amber didn't stick to it. She came back to the show she was supposed to be on, and homie just kind of went in on her. Homie as in Tech. Tech just kind of unleashed on her, and he was genuinely upset that somebody would say something like he can't be trusted. Well, maybe maybe she didn't say that specifically, but let's be real. The way that she was making it sound was that Tech was like this deviant who like coerced her into doing something awful. Like it literally sounds like he did something horrible when in reality it's a goddamn BPD test online. Like, get a fucking grip, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. Like that, are we really? That's what we're upset about. Okay, got it. Sure. I hate it here. Okay.
Okay. Did you lie about me forcing you to do something?
No.
Okay,
Fupa
then you're a
is
lying
literally
bitch.
right-
You're literally the most lying person I've ever met in my life. You have no value when it comes to like a conversation. I can work with ALR. The dynamic has to change. I have to be allowed to drag her for her bullshit. If she goes out of pocket lying about shit, I need to have the opportunity to do that without her saying, "Oh, you're replaceable, Tech. I'm gonna get Ken on here. You don't do the job well. I'll fucking leave."
Tech,
That's not
I'm
gonna work anymore.
Doing the show with you.
Good, quit the LCU, leave,
Then why
lose
would
your
I
money.
love
You have
Alpha?
no income. You can't get a normal job. You can't be a fucking greeter at Walmart. Why? Because you make the store look like it's closed, presenting a wall for the fucking customers. You big bitch. Fuck you. You have nothing else going on in your life except for your feeder girlfriend, all right? Do it. Do it. Leave. Leave, Amber.
Let her
I
respond.
don't want Amber to leave the LCU.
I want her to face reality.
Go ahead, Amber.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Okay, look, Amber. Look, shit. 1 minute. We got a dono.
At one point in the stream, she talks about how she has thoughts of sewer slide. The Zoloft has left the building. The Zoloft is not Zolofting. The Zoloft is no longer Zolofting, everyone. And I know everybody is different, but I know most people that I know that take mental things seriously would probably agree with me that if you're having thoughts like that, it's probably a good time to hit up your mental health professional and tell them, like, something ain't right, something ain't working anymore, we gotta change something, I don't know. But if you're having thoughts like that, yeah, you need to tell somebody, not the lolcow universe.
Her exes, her coworkers, everybody. That's the only behavior she's.
I will leave.
I'll finish my point, then you can talk. Or leave the Discord. Leave the Discord, bitch. I want you to leave the Discord. Quit your job. Get evicted. Fuck you. Do it.
You keep dragging me into here.
Do it. Leave the Discord. Quit bus.
Then why do you keep dragging me into here?
Because I'm not working for you for fucking free. Present your piggy ass on the camera so people can laugh at you for the shit that you do. We just played the fucking new voice note from Emily where she had said I had to escape her. I had to leave. I left tired as fuck. I felt guilted into waiting for her stepdad to show up so I could leave. And then finally when I got out of here, the relief. We played that just now. I'm here to drag you today. If you want to talk, go ahead. I finished my point. Your turn. She sees them. She agrees.
When she declined to do
I
the test,
never said you're doing it anyways. Keem knows.
Yes, you did.
You
I
lying.
wouldn't lie about this stupid little thing. I really wouldn't.
He asked her to do the test and sent her, like, oh, would it be better if I show you what it's going to be like blah, blah, blah. Even though that completely takes away from the reality part of the show. Like you know how they're like, oh, everybody says it's scripted, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know. Her taking a gander at the test beforehand is why we should take those results with a grain of salt, because it just means that she had time to think about it. She had already seen it. She had already thought about what she could answer. I think that he was right with like oh, you can shove it in the viewer's face, blah, blah, blah. But like still, it's an online test. So like even if she did see it for the first time as we were all watching it, she could still say, oh yeah, extremely agree, even though she doesn't actually agree. It's not... We don't live in her walls. We're not in her pickle jar, you know? We don't know that she's not pulling shit right out of her ass in front of our eyeballs. While they were doing the BPD test, she seemed into it. She was like reading the questions. She was leaning up there. She was squinting to read. She was like kind of smirking after. And then to go on and be like, great, now my mental health is put on blast. Like, we already knew you were a crazy bitch. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. Fupa hates my guts. She has said the worst things possible to me, and I still want to work with her.
I literally told her I hope Emily gives her season finale.
She told me she wanted me dead.
I hope Emily gets reported to the fucking nursing board.
All right.
Yeah, and if you leave, we're dragging
it. If you don't fire
it.
text for that, then I will never step foot in this LC.
Never step in again. I'll leave the show.
And you know what?
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to work with you.
I'll rip it to shreds. What you just did is worse than anything Savage has ever done.
Nah.
Got fired for.
Nah.
Anything.
Team publicly said your girlfriend's not off limits anymore.
Scooter.
I know.
Done.
Heck, come on. That's like, come on.
Keem.
Way too far.
I said on a stream that I was a victim, right? I'm a victim. I would never force a woman to do something she was uncomfortable with, and she's lying on my fucking name. I have morals, right? I have standards, and she's trying to convince people that I forced a woman to do something against her will. Phrasing it like that is the biggest fuck you to me for everything I stand for.
I agree with you, but what you just did was like way too on the nose, too far.
We've had 3 super chats read out that are exactly that same message. It's literally,
And
it's happening in the chat.
Every single one of them super chats should be banned. That is what Scooter did.
No, did you tell me to do that? Is that a conversation we've had?
Actually, yes.
Find it.
Guys, we need to lower the temperature right now.
Honestly, so many people have said that. It's been so long since like the first person said that. Honestly, it feels like just an easy button to push on Amber and Emily at this point. So I feel like if anybody was gonna do that, it would have been done already. So I feel like, I mean, that's not to say that somebody won't do it don't do that.
But this ain't it.
I don't get what you phrase it like
it's like, listen, certain things are forgivable, whatever. You want to lie and gaslight me, I'll forgive you. But what you did just now you deserve to be fired.
You don't know the lengths I will go to defend my honor, okay? You phrasing that I took advantage of you and tried to manipulate you and tell you to do something you're uncomfortable with goes way against everything I fucking stand for.
Are you an idiot? You did it this stream. I was on Alpha. I kept leaving. You kept bringing me back, and
Don't
I kept
care. Amber, the position is that I will go to as far the lengths I need to defend myself when you try and critique my character.
Amber, you are 100% right. Tech went way too far. It's a fireable offense, but I do not want to fire him. What I want to do is resolve it. Save it. I want to resolve this and stop this bullshit. Because if
and now my girlfriend's breaking up with me, by the way, because of this.
Finally, Keem wanted that. Everyone wants that. The audience wants that. This is a celebratory event.
That's all I'm saying, bitches. You're lucky I'm on so lost. Like,
Amber, I'm trying to help you. I don't want your life miserable.
And because of that, they wanted Tech to shave his head for that. Are we serious? Like, is this? I mean, it is Shitstar, so he has like a weird humiliation kink. I don't know. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube that you could like watch for yourself about Shitstar. I would, if you ever find yourself falling for any of the others, which I think is a good segue into Local Glass. As far as Glass goes, I think Jersey seems okay. Like, I feel like she is trying to understand situations before letting her emotions talk and saying any, like, super insane nonsense. And that kind of proves to me that she understands the importance of that the average person doesn't really say. And which, to me, that goes hand in hand with probably definitely going through, like, a medical process or diagnosis and getting a treatment plan and taking it seriously. So I do like seeing that about her, but at the same time I am a little indifferent. And then Zay seems to try and detect betrayals and like drama and stuff. Like, she tries to see the bad before it happens, how I feel, especially with all of the like tech mess, because she's like super heated over this, him saying that they're friends essentially. She's like, I never said that. And it's like, all right, sorry, I guess, so sorry. But yeah, she's like, I'll tell him this and that, and he's a snake and whatever. And they're reading TTS and stuff, and then Jersey's kind of trying to find ones that are like kind of the other side, like trying to get into the idea of tech from tech side. And as she's trying to read one out, Zay was like, oh, wait, I'm getting one guide. And it's like, okay, then shut up, close your eyes, listen to her instead of getting one guide. But so she like talks over Jersey to bring up another chatter saying something so that she can have a rebuttal to them that'll further push her narrative. And I just didn't really like that. And also like her being like, oh, well, tech can hop up here, he can hop up. It's like, if I don't know, if I was seeing somebody be like, he's a snake and I'll tell him that and blah blah blah, and I'm gonna tell him this and that, and next time they do this and that, blah blah blah, blah. Like, I don't think I would actually, that doesn't feel like you're ready to have a conversation. Like, that doesn't feel like you are in good faith going to talk to me about whatever, especially if there's conflict. Like, I'm not about to go up to somebody who's already like super aggro to try and speak to them like a normal person. That's just obviously not gonna go well. We have seen that with Amber. We know that doesn't work. Like, it's the same situation almost. So it takes two, I feel like. So maybe she should take it down a notch and they can actually talk. Like, I feel like, you know, I don't know any of these people, but I try to read people the best I can. And Tech seems like somebody who would probably take accountability if you pointed it out and you were like, yo, that actually felt messed up. Like, that seriously felt messed up and kind of hurt my feelings. I feel like you would be able to have some type of dialogue there rather than just like jump to a conclusion and pretend like it's real and make the other person not really want to talk about it, because I wouldn't either. And then from there, like, they're kind of besties, so Jersey was kind of hyping Zay up in this instance. And like, have we thought about the idea of Tech genuinely missing the mark here and like needing a more in-depth explanation? I've had experiences where I've done something and I'm doing it wrong and I didn't know that, and I'm sure we've all had moments like that. So I'm just wondering, like, if anybody else in a moment like that, doing something wrong and they didn't know, would you also like for somebody to let you know? Because that's how I would feel. Like, if I didn't know and somebody else knew and they saw me and didn't say anything, I would rather somebody be like, hey, you don't do that. If I'm doing something wrong, I would like someone to let me know how to do it right. I don't know, man. These people. So they call Tech and Fupa both flip-floppers. And I definitely got that vibe too from Miss Foopy. But I don't think anything bad of her. I don't think. So far, I don't. She just seems like someone who wants to be friends with the two friend groups who might not get along and doesn't really know when to support who. And I kind of get that from Tech as well, because they want to be friendly, but that's not really the role that they should take. I think they forget once they get to know Amber, because she tries to get to know people, and that's kind of how untreated BPD is. When you meet people, you kind of try to take the things that they like to try and fit yourself into them. And so for Amber, it's different, but for others, I feel like it's super normal to have two different friend groups, and kind of like one friend group you have because you play video games together, and another friend group you have because you all like ballet. Like, I don't know. And then trying to get your ballet friends to hang out with your video game friends, it might not like be awesome. It might not be the way you want it to be. And then you're kind of there in the middle, like your video game friends make a video game joke and your ballet friends are like, who are these weirdos, you know? And you're like, oh my god, so true. And then your video game friends are like, what the hell, dude? Like, I thought we were friends. And you're like, oh fuck, you know? Then you're just in a situation. But in all honesty, I think we need to dismantle the bus. I think we take the bus apart, and I think we sell the bus for scraps.